welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a collection video of sorts. I don't know, I'm just in a super Christmassy mood. Like, my house has been decorated since like the beginning of November because I love Christmas. So today's video is going to be about all of the movies and books that I own that are Christmas related, I guess. I mean, I don't have like a ton, but I just thought that I would share with you what I have. I haven't read any of the books, but I'm planning to read them, or some of them, this December. And then also, I've watched all of these movies, so I could tell you a bit about the movies and what I think about them. So let's get started. I think I'm gonna start with the books because I have a bit less to say about the books, but just if you wanted to see what are some of your options for Christmas books that aren't little kids' Christmas books, because got lots of those too. So the first one that I have is The Gift, and this is by Cecilia Ahern. That's what it looks like a present. And this is from the author of P.S. I Love You. So I'm just going to quickly read you on the back of what this book is about. Lou Suffren wishes he could be in two places at once. His constant battle with the clock is a sensitive issue with his wife and family. Gabe is the homeless man who sits outside Lou's office. When Lou invites Gabe into the building and into his life, Lou's world is changed beyond all measure. An enchanting and thoughtful Christmas story that speaks to all of us about the value of time and what is truly important in life. Ah, it sounds so cute and Christmassy. I feel like there's a Christmas movie that's like this as well. Anyways, so that's the first one. Next one I have is Skipping Christmas by John Grisham, or Grisham, whatever. Have you seen Christmas with the Cranks? If you have ever seen Christmas with the Cranks with Tim Allen and Jamie-Leigh Curtis, yes, I was named after her. That's what this movie is based on, Skipping Christmas. So basically, the Cranks decide that they're just going to skip Christmas this year. Their daughter has gone off to college or to wherever she may be, and they're going to go on a Caribbean cruise instead. But at the last minute, their daughter decides that she's coming back, and then they kind of have to throw together Christmas. And yes, so if you've seen Christmas with the Cranks, it was based on this book. There you go. Next up, I have The Christmas Sweater, and this is by Glenn Beck, and I'm almost positive that this was also made into a movie. So just a little brief thing about this book. It says, if you could change your life by reversing your biggest regrets, sorrows, and mistakes, would you? So this is kind of like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that there's a Christmas movie about this as well, but yeah, sure. It looks cute. I don't think I'm going to read this one this Christmas, but next Christmas, more than likely. Next book that I have is a classic, and that is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and I have this really old copy, and it's really pretty, and it's got like pictures in it. The Christmas Carol is one of my favorite Christmas stories, as I'm sure it is with most people. Of all the different versions, I'm just going to say right now that A Muppet's Christmas Carol is by far my favorite. And I used to own it. No, false. I still own it, but it's on VHS, so I don't have it with me, like a lot of my Christmas movies that I do have. But yes, I love A Christmas Carol, and I mean, it's just garbage in this book. Just one of those classic stories that everyone should have and everyone should know, and I love it. Next up, I have Let It Snow, and this is by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle, and it's like 3 short stories that are holiday related, a little holiday collection. And then the last holiday-ish book that I have, I actually don't know if this is holiday, but it's set in the winter. So anyways, it's Dash and Lily's Book of Dares, and this is by Rachel Cohn and David Levithan. I mean, it's a winter book, so I thought I'd throw it in. Those are all the Christmas books that I have, and I feel like I should go and buy more because I just love them so much. So next I'm moving on to my movies, and as I said, a lot of my Christmas movies, like Muppet's Christmas Carol, like my Mickey Mouse Christmas, my Winnie the Pooh Christmas movies, and different things like that, I have on VHS, so I don't have them with me. But the ones that I do have on DVD, I am going to share with you. First off, I have a classic, which is Home Alone, and I'm just showing you the first one, but I do own the first 2 because first 2 are the only ones that matter to me because they're amazing. For anyone who hasn't seen this movie, I don't know where you've been, because this movie is one that I have watched probably 100 times. Me and my grandfather used to watch it all the time, but it's about a little boy, Macaulay Culkin, who gets left home alone over Christmas when his parents go away. And when he's home alone, these 2 burglars, the Wet Bandits, try to break into his house, and he's not allowing it. He's putting up a fight, and all of these crazy funny things happen. And then, of course, you know, he gets reunited with his family, and it's a Christmas miracle. And I love this movie. If you have not seen Home Alone, I highly recommend it. Next, another classic, and that is A Charlie Brown Christmas. I mean, once again, if you haven't seen this movie, then I don't understand. I just don't understand. Of course, Charlie Brown, Snoopy, they find out the real meaning of Christmas, and look, it's a classic Charlie Brown tree. I love this movie. I watch it every year, multiple times. Next, I have Fred Claus, which is starring Vince Vaughn. So this is kind of a newer one. Basically, Vince Vaughn is Santa Claus's brother, and he saves Christmas because I think that his brother or Santa gets sick. I can't remember, to be honest with you. I haven't seen this one as many times, but obviously I'm going to be watching it this December, but I do know that it is very funny and very cute. Next, I have Badder Santa, because Bad Santa just isn't enough. This movie, not for children, but for anybody who is an adult and has kind of a crude sense of humor, you're going to love this movie because it is hilarious. First of all, Billy Bob Thornton is like a mall Santa, but he's actually like a thief. And then he meets this little kid. His name is like Thurman, and he's hilarious. It's so funny, but like I said, it's very, very crude. So if you're not into that, then whatever, but I'm into that and I think it's hilarious. Next, I have How the Grinch Stole Christmas, another Christmas classic. I also own the live version with Jim Carrey, but once again, it's on VHS, so I don't have it. But, I mean, this is on TV a million times whenever, like, Frosty and Rudolph and all those ones are. By the way, I don't own any of those ones, and I really, really, really want to, hint, hint, Jeff, because but I don't really need to own them because, like, they're on TV a million times in December. Anyways, A Grinch Who Stole Christmas. You guys know what this is about. The Grinch tries to steal Christmas, and then he realizes what the real meaning of Christmas is all about, and it's amazing, and I love it. The next two kind of go together, and that is the Santa Claus and the Santa Claus 2. I don't own Santa Claus 3. I don't even think I've seen it, but yes, the Santa Claus is one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. I watch this every year, a couple of times, because since I was a kid, this has just always been like that one Christmas movie that I've loved. Also, before I get into my last and ultimate favorite Christmas movie, I also love I'll Be Home for Christmas, which I own on VHS as well, with JTT. One of, you know, I just love JTT, and that movie is amazing. And also, the only time that I enjoy made-for-TV movies is at Christmas time because they're all good. So I feel like I pretty much love every Christmas movie. So if you ask me what my favorite is, besides the one that I'm about to show you, I'm pretty much going to say they're all my favorite. So my all-time favorite Christmas movie should come to no surprise as anyone who knows me, who knows that I am slightly obsessed with Will Ferrell. And by slightly, I mean I love him so much. You don't even know. So, of course, my favorite Christmas movie is Elf. I watch this movie at least 5 times a year. Like, not just at Christmas time. This is just one of my go-to movies that I will always put in. It always makes me feel good. I have it memorized. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I just love Will Ferrell. And I love Elf. I love Elf. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I really want to see the Broadway show of Elf because it would be amazing. But yes, so this is my #1 movie. That's all that I have for books and movies that are holiday. Well, I guess they're all just basically Christmas related. But I'm just so obsessed with Christmas and I love everything about it. And I just want to share with you what books and movies I had. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe. If you love Christmas, then give this video a thumbs up because I love Christmas. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.